And that man came into my life like an angel.
Hello, everyone. Today I have a very special guest with me. She is Alfia Jafri. Hi, Alfia.
Hello.
Welcome on the show and
Thank
welcome on
you.
Unmasked by Skin Yoga.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'm so excited to talk to you because today, more than glam, we are here to talk about something more meaningful
Yeah,
and speak to the youth, especially, and see how your experience and knowledge can help them live a holistic life.
I hope. I hope I can help at least few people.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
let's start with um, tell us why do you do what you do?
Which is what? Exactly.
Whatever you do.
So I feel like I have refrained from working in the entertainment industry almost my whole life. Where I had phases where I was like, okay, I'll act. Because I come from that background, right? I'm in the middle. I'm not a full Nepo baby, but I still have my father who's fully in the middle of this.
Yeah.
But I was raised to always do my own thing. And very quickly I realized that maybe it's not for me. Maybe I don't want that kind of attention on me. And then my show happened, and I was like, why not? I get paid to be me. Why not?
Yeah.
And then, of course, now once you get used to like that kind of love, of course, hate comes, but like the kind of love that I have received after the show,
Yeah, you were fabulous in that show.
thank you. Where every time I go out and young girls recognize me, I'm shocked. I'm like, really? Did you watch the show?
Yeah.
Are you sure? And they're
Yeah.
like, yeah, yeah, we love you. And
Yeah.
people come up to me, and I feel like I have so many DMs and so many messages from like mothers and people like who can relate to me in terms of, oh, we understand your health. Our child is of this age. I have actually gotten on, and I'm not trying to monetize this on my social media. I don't want to at all. Where I have been on video calls with moms and spoken to their kids because, like, after watching the show, they've showed it to their children, saying, "See, like, she also has diabetes, and see how she does it." And even though, like, of course, it became a joke on the show,
Okay.
and I can always take a joke, and I didn't feel so bad. But like, I get a lot of messages regarding, listen, we understand why you had that breakdown, which most people didn't understand, and we understand where you're coming from. And that's where I feel like I found my purpose. So I feel like girls, even without diabetes, message me that you've normalized the idea of a girl can just have a mental breakdown. It does not have to be like a earth shattering reason, but at the same time, if something triggers you, it triggers you. And you know, it's a very fine line where people, in fact, can say, oh, she's crazy, oh, she's dangerous, shouldn't work with her, not reliable, whatever. But till from that till this, everybody's working with me, and I clearly, nobody's struggling to work with me.
Yeah.
Touch wood.
Yeah. That's
You know,
right.
I have great work coming,
Yeah.
and I am going to act if something works for me. I'm also very picky like that. I have a lot of ifs and buts, and I don't kiss, and I don't wear this, and I don't wear that. So it's very hard for me to pick something, but I want to be able to make a change. And I feel like fame and success gives you the resources to make a change.
Yes.
And because after the show, I was like, I'll do another season, or I'll do like something like this only.
Yeah.
But I want to reach a certain level in my life where I feel like I can genuinely help people, not because I'm some, you know, person who can make a change. I don't know if I can or no. But if I can make a difference in anybody's life who's gone through the same things as me, I'm all for it.
So tell me, you've always had diabetes. You got it very young in your life.
8, yeah.
And probably that time it was still more of a taboo than it is right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So how did you, go through that life of growing up, a child growing up with a disease, and being conceived as somebody who's not well?
So I was very lucky. I had a very supportive family who never made it seem like something's wrong. I've had the most reckless life. I have been out and about, and I have done everything under the roof. I have eaten everything. I still live like that. And it's, however, that I might contradict myself ahead in terms of, there are two things that I believe in. One is, before the age of 22, I was so strong headed that I thought everything is your mindset, because that's how I saw my grandmom. She's a cancer patient. She's had cancer about 6 7 times. She gets cancer every 2 years because it comes back, and then, but she lives her life to the fullest, right? Like, she will go before she enters the OT, she will dance, she will say, play music. If I don't come back, she'll tell the doctors, listen, and she's very social. I don't know how she does what she does, but she's a matchmaker also. She's a entrepreneur also, and she tells the doctor, saying, listen, I have
Yeah.
this wedding to go to next month,
Yeah.
so you fix whatever the hell you have to
Oh
fix.
my God.
So I've seen that mindset,
Oh
and
my
when the
God.
doctors, initially told me, you have to be very careful with your, like, diabetic foot is a thing where you have to be very careful. You can't
Okay.
hurt your feet.
Oh, really?
Healing is very slow with diabetes.
Oh,
And I was a very girly girl till this happened,
yeah.
right? And I was an introvert, zero friends.
Oh,
I was very in my own bubble, loved that kind of thing. My grandmom took a call at a very young age. There will be no nurses for her. There will be absolutely no atmosphere of something is wrong. She said she'll join everything. From there, they changed my school first. They said, we're going to put you in a school where you'll actually develop and become this girl who has friends. People are not bad. Make friends. Okay. I made some of my closest friends who are still my friends, who are part of my team also, in
but
fact.
why didn't you make friends earlier? Do you
No, I
think it
was an
was
intro.
related? You just
No, I
no.
was just an introvert, didn't like people. She said, you will join every class, basketball, football, swimming. You will get hurt, you'll heal. You'll learn to heal. And you won't believe it. I never struggled with healing. Like, I've hurt both my toes recently when
Yeah.
I went to Goa. Yukta has looked at me and said, you're, how, my manager, she's looked at me and she's like, how are you like this? Like, you have no stress now that you've hurt yourself.
Oh.
And that blew.
I can see they're blue.
And I don't, I've always believed it's my mindset and I will heal. And I've always healed.
Wow.
I have eaten everything, managed my insulin.
By everything you mean donuts and
Yeah.
cakes?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
I've
my God.
actually consumed, I live a very normal life. And that is a choice. It's not easy.
Do you think others can do it?
No.
People,
Not
others?
everyone can do it because it's not easy. And I won't be that person who'll say, oh, please, if I can do it, everyone can. No.
Why not?
I've seen that. That's my conditioning.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay, okay. So do you mean the mindset that you have developed over time comes from the family that you grew up in?
Yeah.
So tell me, what according to you are few things that families of kids who have diabetes can change in them so that their kid can be as free?
See, I'll tell you, that's what I was saying. Like, till 22, that was my mindset. I'm still like that I'll heal. But with age, my mental health and my personal life took such a hit. And diabetes is like aag mein aur tel. You understand?
Yeah,
And it's
yeah.
only made it worse.
Yeah.
So now, in the last 1 year, I'm trying to be more mindful of what I eat. I've started actually reading more on why sugar is so bad for you. But not everyone can do it. Like, at this point, I myself am struggling to do it. You understand? Where I'm making that switch in my life where I'll be like, we'll pack a dabba. I won't eat outside. But it's not easy. When I see a vada pav, I will go crazy.
Oh.
You understand? And for me, my street food, all of that is everything to me. Like, for instance, my parents used to feel guilty to eat in front of me when I got diabetes. And I used to have this plate, this Winnie the Pooh plate, which had like small compartments. So they would put like salad, dal, sabzi, roti, like that, curd. And they would eat like a delicious meal. And they would eat like all kinds. My parents have the craziest sweet tooth. And they would like wait for me to sleep. And I've seen those days where I knew they won't eat till I don't go to sleep. I've seen that. So you cannot actually tell any parent how they should be feeling because it's very natural what comes to you. But at the same time, I feel like you should normalize it that this is your food, this is my food. Because that guilt you live with, it's not easy on the child. It's not their fault. They're just trying to protect you.
Yeah, and give you
But I
love.
feel like the more you normalize the idea of this is you, this is us.
Yeah.
Today, the way I eat, Yukta doesn't eat like that. Even though, touchwood, she has no health issues.
Yeah.
But that is her, this is me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like normalizing it is the most important part. It's the foundation of having your child and you have this harmony where you can lead a life that can be a little easier because it doesn't get easier with time. And I also feel like the outside, like the world, does not understand how hard diabetes is.
I don't understand, to be honest. And, you know, I don't know many people who have diabetes.
Even
Maybe
I
they've-
don't. It's only after the show that I've met people who have diabetes. Diabetes is like white ant. It eats you up if it's not taken care of. Like I said, my doctor, wonderful doctor. I was blessed with the best doctors. I've had 2 doctors in my whole life. My childhood was with Aspi Rani, this lovely man who saved my life. I was almost dying when I was taken to the hospital because nobody knew what the hell was happening to me.
Okay.
So I'd already started collapsing. My sugar had crossed about 700-800 and organs were like, I was in the ICU, my brain was not functioning.
This was when you were 9.
8.
8. Okay.
So I spent almost a year back and forth in the hospital. Not a lot of people know this. I think I'm saying this for the first time. I was also in like a state of coma for about a while. I have no memory. My head had inflated. And that's how dangerous diabetes can be. And that man came into my life like an angel. And then post my teens was Vishesh Agarwal. He's my best friend. Like I call him up and he'll just be like, you're mad and I don't know what to tell you. You cannot eat like this. And he's a young doctor.
Yeah.
But he's honestly the best. And I absolutely adore him. And I've been blessed with great doctors. And they told me day one, you can lead a normal life, but just make lifestyle changes. You can go out, you
Yeah.
can party, you can
Yeah.
have a life, you can work. Is it important that you put rubbish in your mouth? And in general, I feel like sugar is poison.
It is.
Sugar, I shouldn't be saying this with the amount of sugar I consume, but let me also put it out there that I suffer from low sugars, which is even more dangerous. High sugars, what happens? You can maintain, you can get admitted, you can flush it off, you can do those things. Eventually, in the long run, high sugars can damage your kidneys, etc., etc. But with low sugars, if immediately you don't understand that you're in hypo, in your sleep, you can collapse
Okay.
and you can actually slide into coma because your brain stops working.
Oh my God.
So it's very dangerous like that.
Oh.
But it's really not that big of a deal. Today, you can die crossing the road.
No, I mean,
Nobody-
that's a great way to
Today,
look at it.
I lost my best friend a few months back,
I'm so sorry.
very suddenly, out of nowhere. No health issues, nothing. Just a sad accident. And वो बोलते हैं ना किसी और की लापरवाही में nobody comes with a guarantee card. Today I have diabetes. I've met diabetics. When I remember I used to be young and I used to go to these clinics, right? Where mothers would be coming who had diabetes, who had given birth, who had had children, and imagine in the times that they got diabetes. You know what I'm saying? I've grown old. Diabetes can age you, can tamper with your life if you let it. It's like you're driving your own car.
So, what are the few fuel that you would use to drive your car as a diabetic?
Most importantly is your diet. I know people will think this girl is talking such rubbish because my social media shows a lot of desserts, a lot of. I enjoy that, but
Yeah.
am I eating the whole portion?
No.
If I'm on my show sitting with a dozen of donuts, am I eating a dozen or am I having one donut because I know my sugars are going to drop because I'm working and my body needs to burn that sugar, right? And let me tell you, when you get low sugars, you shake. Your body starts shutting down. You literally don't, you're sweating. It's horrible.
Okay.
I've spent nights where I've literally crawled out of bed after a certain
Even now?
when I was in LA, where I've crawled out of bed, I've gone down, and none of the girls know this, and I don't like to show it,
Yeah.
but because that's me.
Okay.
Where I've stood in front of the freezer just for air, and I've crawled one floor down. You can't walk. You understand? So that's my way. I'm not saying it's right. You can be on glucotabs and you can be on Glucon D. It's one and the same thing.
Okay.
I'm saying there is a better way of handling it for sure, which I'm figuring now since I've started working very new now after 3 years. And the kind of work I did before allowed me to have every kind of meal I needed to. Here now कोई time का वो नहीं है. I feel like just eat clean, whether you have diabetes or no. You eat a good meal, पेट भर के, अच्छा खाना खाओ, sleep well. Because I'm a paranoid diabetic, कि रात में sugar low हो जाएगा. I don't remember the last time I slept properly. It's been years that I must have had, they call deep sleep. Because I always have to subconsciously be aware that if my sugar drops at night, I gotta wake up. Otherwise, I won't wake up. So I feel like, and my family's defense mechanism is dark humor. We can make jokes on everything we've been through. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I feel like the second thing that fuels me, other than the fact that whatever, is add a touch of humor to your life. Trust me, it makes a huge difference. Even though I can have like a panic attack in the morning, 1 hour later I'll be laughing about it, saying, shit, what a crazy freak. Why was I crying? Like, I like to do that. I'm not dismissing my problems,
Yeah.
but
You're laughing it out and making
I
it
feel like it
light.
makes it easier.
Yeah, for sure. So tell me, like, how do others, like friends of people who have diabetes, should make the person feel inclusive?
So I met a girl, Kiara. She's a wonderful girl. I did my podcast with her as well. And she was mentioning to me how she has always struggled with this. I haven't. So I can't speak for. Like I can't preach what I've not been through. And that's my whole thing with whatever socially I'm trying to do. That I'm not helping any cause that I don't understand just because I want to help a cause and I have the resources. No. I'm only helping what I understand. And I've been blessed. Be it my family, be it anybody in my personal love life, be it the family I married into. In fact, I get pampered a lot more because of it. My friends, like they'll be like, like when we travel, we're partying. No matter who's doing what, they know ki khana, this, that. You took your insulin, take it right now. I'll say, I'll go. Strap and sit here. We'll cover you.
Oh, but why do they like? Do you have to take it like how?
I take it
often?
5 times a day.
5 times a day. Wow. And is it like different for different people? I'm so
Yeah,
sorry, I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know about it.
Fully.
Okay.
The dose is different according to how much carbs you're consuming, how many calories you're consuming. That's why I'm struggling right now. I've not always been this unhealthy, but we're figuring it out.
Yeah. How you're such a strong person, and it's so brave of you to talk about this, and you've gone through it. You could have just chosen to keep shush and then
No, a lot of like in my community, people used to say when I was about to get married, and I think I've read it on Reddit that I must have gone through my divorce because of my diabetes, and that I must have not informed the family that I had diabetes. In fact, I'll tell you a small this. I met this person, wonderful person, and I told him very quickly, I think, that listen, this is me, and I have this, so you will have to live with it if we go forward with this or whatever. And he was like, of course, and my dad has it, and that got over. So the middle person got to know that whatever I've told them, without him having to, him or her, I don't know who it was, having to inform the family.
you mean the matchmaker?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the middle person doing whatever. That person freaked out.
Oh.
Saying, how can she? And like that, she's not going to find anyone. And,
Yeah.
First let him like fall for her, get to know. I said, are you Are you mad?
Yeah.
And my nani that day sat me down and said, we've not raised you like that. But you have to understand how the society works. Sometimes, I'm not saying don't tell people, tell whoever. But sometimes you have to understand situations, when to say what. Until this date, I've not learned. And I don't think I will. And I don't want to.
I prefer it like that. Like
Yeah,
personally,
yeah.
I would say that okay, say whatever is in your heart. It's a big deal. You know, it's the most important,
Yeah.
piece of information, probably.
I feel like today, when you get to know a person,
Yeah,
you should know everything about them.
of course.
Does it matter to you? Then you're shallow.
Yeah, exactly.
If it doesn't matter to you,
Yeah.
good. But
Yeah.
I can probably not like something about you then.
Yeah.
Or vice versa.
Yeah.
You can be okay with my diabetes, but you can probably have an issue
With your
how
nails.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
and with how Mufat I am.
Yeah,
You
could
know
be
what I'm
anything.
saying?
Yeah, I know.
And I'll tell you what, I have become this person in the last 1 year, 1.5 years.
Okay.
Otherwise, I was a bhigi billy. I
Okay.
never spoke
Okay.
like this.
Okay.
It's come at a cost.
Okay.
Then now, if I don't start speaking, then finish. No, then what is there?
Oh. What do you do for your emotional and mental health?
Therapy. I've been in therapy now last 8-9 months.
Okay.
I love it.
Yeah.
I can't. My therapist is my true love.
Oh.
I mean, I have a love story with my therapist. I chat with her. She's like, this is not normal. And one thing about me is, professionally, personally, if you come into my life, then you are personally involved in my life. My therapist always says, take your slot. Stop chatting with me. I said, no, but you listen.
Yeah.
Even with Vishesh, right? I'm like, I don't even say Dr. Vishesh. I'm like, Vishesh, listen. But like, you have to. No, but like, I don't want to. And I'll tell him like what's happening. This friend irritated me. He'll be like, why is the sugar so... then I'll give him the whole lowdown. You can easily tell the doctor I was stressed.
Yeah.
But that is just me.
Okay, but Alfia, tell me, therapy is not accessible to all, right?
Why?
Because it's expensive.
No.
Okay.
I let me tell you, I don't spend a bomb on therapy. Now, if I tell you how much I spend on therapy, people will be like, but that's also a lot. I agree. But my friends are paying 10,000. Some are paying 5,000 per hour. For me, I feel like I've done a great thing. And I, in fact, got it from somebody in the industry only.
So you mean to say that therapy is available?
In fact, I'm forgetting her name. Amir Khan's daughter. Ira. She, I saw, runs this beautiful place in Bandra where therapy starts at 200 rupees or
Wow,
500
this is such
rupees.
great information. I think we should definitely bring this. So we don't know where to go look for some,
DM
things
me,
like that.
I'll find you a therapist.
Yeah.
I mean it, I will. I don't reply to love a lot
Yeah.
because I appreciate it a lot, but I always take that effort of replying to people who need it. Like this girl who messaged me saying, listen, my dad at this age has type 1 diabetes now. Can you help me with his diet? I can't afford a proper dietitian or a nutritionist. So I told her, I said, look, I can't do that for you because God forbid,
Yeah. Of
you
course,
know
don't
anything.
his entire history.
But I told her a very overall view of some lifestyle changes that could help him, that generally would help a diabetic or somebody who's not a diabetic. And I said, send me the reports, let me figure this out. And then I think I've not checked her chat again. It's gone down. But if I have access to a nutritionist,
yeah.
I'll get it sorted for you.
Yeah.
For me, if I have that resources, let me tell you, half my doctors don't take money from me anymore because they're all my friends.
Guys, make the therapist your friends.
Yeah.
And that's how.
No,
you can
my
make-
therapist still takes money from me. I'm trying to figure that bit out.
So, you get access to these things for free, but it comes at a cost. You have to spend a lot of time on yourself. Your therapy, your medicine, your routine, fitness routine, your skincare. What, according to you, are top 3 things that others who are not in the industry can do for better health?
So, something that I've done my whole life and still do it, it's very generic, but water. My water intake is insane. And let me tell you how I do it. I don't have plain water. I don't. Plain water is for the night. I start my mornings with this shot, which is my plain ginger juice with little haldi and honey. Even though it's not good for you, but like honey for me in the sense I'm spiking my sugars, right? But I need that. I have that shot. After that, I'll have my garam pani with nimbu, because nimbu and garam pani reduces the acidity in your body, makes your body alkaline, which is the most important. I also try and consume. Now alkaline water has become very expensive, but I've lived in a house where my masi at a very young age bought that expensive alkaline machine. So we used to like get alkaline water from there. But alkaline water is very expensive. I try to consume alkaline water, but if you don't have access to it, next thing what I do is then my water starts in terms of all kinds of water. I don't have juices because I love my juices, but I feel like juice, you're removing the fiber, you're just basically having water.
Fruit juices, yeah.
You're having sugar water in my head.
Yeah.
So then comes my vitamin water, which I'll be sipping on. Then there is all these medicines that I keep putting in my water. There's my detox water. Every day, according to what my body is feeling, I'll do a different water.
Okay.
So there'll be cucumber, there'll be, if I'm feeling very heaty, then there'll be all cooling agents.
Right.
Your cucumber, your mint, your chia seeds, all that. Most of the times it's sabza, because sabza also does the same
Same
thing.
thing that a chia does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you don't want to be fancy, then you put sabza, which mostly I think in my house they're giving me sabza only.
Yeah.
Because I don't look so much into it.
Yeah.
Then I consume a lot of antioxidants.
Okay.
In terms of whatever my diet might be and my fiber intake. In terms of, I will have my trail mix, I will have my berries, I will have all seeds like your sunflower, pumpkin, flax seeds. These things are to going only in my body without fail.
Okay.
And that I feel is very important. A, your water and your seeds and your antioxidants. Second would be my gut health. Now, for someone who eats the kind of stuff that I eat,
Yeah.
I really try to look after my gut health after that.
What do you mean? You mentioned this quite a few times.
That I eat shit.
Yeah. Like, can you like, tell us
I eat
what?
a lot of shit.
Like last week, can you remember all the...
Like, let me tell you what I've done yesterday. People are going to go after me. 4 o'clock at night.
Okay.
I've woken up. My sugars were... I didn't wake up, means I didn't sleep only. Don't want to be fake and be like, yeah, I slept and woke up. No, I was awake.
Oh my God.
And I struggled with sleep, right?
Okay, yeah.
So I've ordered from this place called Urban Tadka,
Okay.
which makes the best like chole and aloo biryani.
They serve at 4 o'clock?
No, I ordered earlier saying I'll eat.
oh.
It was kept.
Oh.
Because I knew that tonight is seeming like the night that sugars might go down.
Oh.
And today I don't want to just eat sugar, I need carbs.
Oh.
So I've called for that. I've called for dal makhni. I've called for paneer tikka masala. I've called for dahi ki kebab. And I have eaten this
Okay.
with parathas and the rice. Yes. So you understand what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
And I do a gut cleanse. Every 2 months,
That's very interesting. Now,
Yeah.
for example, if I have a day like that, okay, to manage my
Huh.
emotions or whatever.
yeah.
when
I have it very often. I was just telling Yukta, if we wrap up before the next meeting,
Yeah.
can we go? I'm salivating. I was like, Yukta, can we go have a thali? I'm craving a
Oh my
good
God,
big
that's-
ass thali.
That's my husband. I am not a foodie at all. I can eat the same food for 10 days straight.
Even I can. But I'm telling you,
Yeah.
there was a time in my life where we used to chart my food as a child. And every day I've had poha for 6 months.
Yeah.
So
I
I'm
can
a
do that.
creature of habit.
Yeah.
Like if you tell me, Alfia, listen, abhi 6 mahina सिर्फ रोज यही खाना है, breakfast, lunch, dinner, I can.
No.
I can.
Like listening to you.
My khichdi
Yeah.
means I can have khichdi, breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah.
And I'm a vegetarian. Like
Yeah.
mostly.
Okay.
I enjoy my seafood here and there. I'll have eggs. Not a big fan of chicken, mutton,
Okay.
kind of stuff.
Okay. Okay. Wow. So yes, tell us about the gut cleanse. So I'll tell you, at Skin Yoga we also have programs where we
Okay.
teach people how they can detox their skin and hair and health through, without using.
Tell me.
After I listen to your gut.
No, first you
detox.
tell me.
No, after.
I want to
I'll
know
tell
your Yeah,
secrets.
yeah.
The cucumber and mint and
No,
stuff.
no, I go on gut cleanses very this. I go on Good Bug 14 days. Every 3 months I do that.
Oh,
Because it's the simplest form for me.
exactly.
I don't have to put in the effort.
Yeah.
Good Bug, you better bloody pay me for promoting you now. But I do that.
So
Then
we don't believe in
packaged.
packaged
Yeah.
gut cleansers.
Then how do you do it?
So we have a set program where from day 1 to day 7 we give you a routine to follow.
Oh.
Every day, and it's very easy. It takes 5 minutes. It's the busiest of the busiest can do it, and by day 7 you'll feel
Like
completely.
what? Like upar if you are
So
talking.
it includes a drink to consume, one of the drinks, depending, and that also depends on your body and your skin. So we have a drink, we have a DIY application for your skin, because we are a skincare brand and we cleanse you inside out. That's the entire philosophy. And we ask
Lovely.
you to do an activity, a detox activity. So that's how the program works. So there's no packaged stuff involved at all.
Yeah, but that's better. For lazy girls like me, like I feel
Yeah.
like I'm being the healthiest thing. I'm the shit.
Yeah.
I've done good bug and now
Yeah.
I can just chomp away
Yeah.
and eat everything in the world.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
Whatever works for you.
But I have gotten this spoiled now. I was not always like
Yeah,
this.
it's a big change. Even to start thinking that, okay, you know what, my gut needs a detox is a
No, my body
step
starts
forward.
reacting. My body starts telling me, bas ho gaya. Yeah. My stomach all, and I'm like when I was promoting the show, first time I struggled with acne.
Okay.
Right? And that I realized had nothing to do with makeup, no, nothing. It was my gut health because just black coffee all day and this and that. First thing I switched to bulletproof coffee. I was like, my body needs that ghee, that grease
Yeah.
to line my stomach. I've made those changes and it's showing. And I'll tell you, I'm not big on like my skincare is very simple.
Yeah.
It's one moisturizer, face wash, that's it. And in the day, sunscreen with it. That's about it. And that too, nothing fancy. I use stuff from the medical store that comes under 500, I'm assuming. You know?
Let me tell you, most of the brands, they're all manufacturing from the same manufacturer.
Yeah.
Okay? It's only
It's
branding.
very obvious, yeah.
Right? So don't worry about,
Yeah.
the brands that
And
you're
all these
using.
free products that I get, I distribute it.
Yeah. So, when we started, we had products. We still do. But during pandemic, we started having only programs where we promise you that we will get you off all products. We want to help people and girls especially to know that they can take care of their acne, their
Yeah, your skin
pigmentation.
is really gluey.
Oh, thank you. That could also be the highlighter. But you know what I mean? So we teach people and girls that, you don't need to worry if you can't afford that ad that you're seeing on Instagram.
Yeah.
We'll teach you how naturally you
Yeah.
can improve your
Improve, yeah.
skin and hair and hair fall. So that's the entire journey we
Correct.
started off with. And we just want people to have that information
Correct.
on hand.
But that's actually great for someone like me. Where you give in 7 days and you do it
Yeah.
and you do it more naturally.
Yeah.
I also this year, I'm inclined to get more into yoga. I have a family friend who's a wonderful, wonderful person, and I really feel like I want to get deeper into yoga in general for my mental health, my physical health. Her name's Ira. And I feel like, she goes to these ashrams, and I've done it before, but I want to start going back into that space of my life again.
Yeah.
Like, bas ho gaya yaar.
Yeah. Do you meditate?
I used to. I don't anymore. I used to up until 3 years ago, actually.
Okay.
I used to meditate, almost every day.
Yeah. Okay, now tell me, on days when you spend a lot of time on set, a lot of people, we use social media, there are a lot of content creators out there, are there any specific skincare rituals that you follow on days when the light is completely on you and you're shooting all day?
I'm also genetically blessed. So, if I make something up, it's going to be garbage.
Yeah.
I do have now freckles and a little bit of spots because of the lights and this and that.
Yeah.
But I'm letting it be.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
But
I
have you
like
learned
my
something?
skin looking like skin. I've come on the show without makeup and I've sat and I've done everything. So, I'm very
Yeah. No,
Okay.
so there's nothing specific. You're not too anal about your...
I clean my skin very well.
Okay.
That is something which I believe. I have dry skin, so I don't do a lot of packs. Because it'll just strip
yeah.
my skin off more. But on days that I know one full week has been makeup and lights and
Yeah.
creams and this
Yeah,
and that, and
yeah.
then I have this So what I do is it's multani mitti, rose water, and what else does Nani put? Multani mitti, rose water. No. One more thing she puts. I'm forgetting. But my nani makes this for me. And I just apply that on my face. And I just clean my pores. And then I'll put a nice layer of a heavy moisturizer.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Do you use any oils, like cold pressed oils?
It doesn't suit me. I break out with
Any
oils.
oils? What
Yeah.
oils have you tried and
I've tried coconut oil. Then I've tried a couple of things
Okay.
that worked for my mom, that worked in general. But they don't always work for me.
Okay.
Sometimes they might, sometimes they don't.
But you don't want to risk it.
No, no chance. Finally, my skin is becoming clean. No.
Okay. And how do you know that you have diabetes? What what things to look in a report?
So your normal sugars are from about 78, 70 is still borderline low, 80 to 150, 160, 170. Fine. 170 is also like you're crossing
Okay.
your borderline high then. Pre-meal, post-meal has to be different. But as a normal person, you can't always monitor it. But if you feel like ever you're paranoid or whatever, just go to any like clinic, tell them to check your sugar. And if you feel like no, like what if it's not accurate right now, I've just checked it in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
Then there's this small like device you get that you put it in your arm.
Yes.
And you monitor it for 15 days, it'll record your sugars every few seconds.
Oh.
Then you take that to the doctor. Or you do a blood sugar, you do a HbA1c in your blood routines that everybody must be doing. You tell them to do your HbA1c, which will tell you 3 months of sugars. Average.
Wow. So cool. Yeah, very good information. Okay, and now what is your happiness mantra?
I love myself. And I love nobody more than myself.
How nice.
And this has happened in the last 3 months.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my
I don't
God.
love nobody but myself.
How nice.
And I feel like you can't pour from an empty cup. So if I'm not fully fulfilled and happy in my place, everybody around me is not going to be okay.
Absolutely. I think that was it. I think that's all we all need to learn. First make yourself happy and only then can you give
Yeah.
something
And
to
I
others.
feel like you can find happiness. For me, happiness is in the most littlest things. Like I was with a friend somewhere and I was just sitting and sulking over something. And my friend was like, listen, what's your problem? What is happening? No, this, that. And I've experienced a lot of issues in my personal life regarding like my family's health and stuff like that, Nani and a lot of people. So, and back to back, right? So I was just feeling down. And we were crossing Mithibai. And I just looked. Now your friends know you really well. My friends just stopped the car, went, bought hot vada pav. And you will not believe it. I have a video. I was smiling year to year. And I can find happiness in the most like bizarre things also. Like if I see my nani, she goes for like these, her bones are not working. But she is going for her friend's granddaughter's wedding. So she's going through dance practice where only upper body is moving. Okay? And when I look at that, I'm
my
like,
God.
my heart is so full.
Yeah.
When I see my mother work,
Yeah.
it's my peak of happiness. When she's not working, I'm like, what's wrong with you? Work.
Oh.
Because that's her passion.
Okay.
She is an addict. And when I see her in that, I'm too happy.
Yeah.
I seek happiness in very little things. Because the more you expect and be like, you know what, this year if I sign a film, it'll make me so happy.
It's never gonna make you happy.
Then you're
For
just
sure.
you're just gonna keep
On
being
chasing
greedy.
something, yeah.
No, you'll be greedy. You'll chase more. You'll attract less.
Yes, absolutely. It's so good to see somebody your age, know so much about, these things and about true happiness. It's not easy, really. You should feel very happy and blessed
Thank
that
God.
you have that kind of awareness. And I think all young people need to know this.
Yeah.
And any specific message that you have for, kids or young girls, that they should look forward to in their life, or some message that you want to give to these people?
In life, just seek comfort and peace in whatever you do. I feel like today we're in such a rush. I have to finish school, then I have to finish college, and every time you feel like this is it. I feel like when you're in school, you feel like just 10th. My friends are mean, or there's girl drama, and there's boy drama, and all that. I feel like the more you cherish what you are going through and your present, when you look back, you'll be happier as a person. Because what happens is we get so stuck up in the present and we tend to complicate things so much around us that we don't realize that when we look back, we'll have nothing good to look back at.
Yeah.
And there was so much drama in my school where, just typical fights and this and that. But we enjoyed. We enjoyed thoroughly. So when we look back at that drama, we laugh.
Yeah.
But nowadays I see there's hate and like they come and have social media fights, and I find it ridiculous. Don't complicate your lives. Be it in your teens, be it in your when you're in your 20s, 30s. I feel like just seek peace. And what doesn't feed your purpose and soul, cut it off.
Wow.
It's that simple for me at least.
Yeah. No, that's such a great message, I think.
And hate less. Like I feel like nowadays everyone has so much hate inside them. For
But
no
that
rhyme or
could be
reason.
coming from a place.
See, we all have our complexes
Yeah.
and insecurities.
Sure.
But let's all try to understand that the other person might have that too.
Yeah, of course.
Today, if I have gotten
Just be
angry
kind.
and shouted at you saying you've hurt me and you're not understanding me and what the hell are you doing? It's not because I'm yelling at you. It's because maybe your actions are hurting me.
Yeah.
Because you mean something to me.
Yeah.
You know?
yeah.
So let's just try to cut some slack in general
Yeah.
and be a little more like easygoing
Yeah.
and be happy in what we have.
Yeah. And be
We all
more-
have shit.
Yeah. Be more kinder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Towards, somebody else's situation.
Yeah.
Seek help.
Yeah.
I think everybody needs to go.
I feel like the most important part is just be a good person.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a conscious effort that people nowadays should take.
But Alfia, who doesn't want to be a good person?
No, there are people who thrive on, but I'm like this.
Oh, I'm
In
I'm
the
so
mean
glad I
girl,
have not
in
met
the
them.
mean girl thing that I'm like this. Even I say I'm like this, but I'll never hurt you. And if I've hurt you, and even if I feel like it was not my fault, I will go to any extent to apologize to you.
Because you don't come across as somebody who has a big ego.
None.
Like you know that life is very short for all of us, and
I'm egoistic when I have to be. Like you can't mess with me.
okay.
If you love me, then you can mess with me left, right, and center, and I know you're messing with me,
What
and I'll
is
let
messing
you.
with you? Like
Like
what is
I
it
will
that
not be
somebody
taken
can't-
advantage of
Okay.
professionally, or I have my boundaries very set and clear,
Okay.
and that has come at 25 now.
Yeah. After going through a lot.
Everything.
Yeah.
And these boundaries have come literally now in the last 6-7 months.
Okay.
Otherwise, you could toss me around.
Oh. I
Yeah.
feel you're so young, but I feel like you have so much wisdom to share. And the fact that you're out there talking about your life and your learnings is also such a good message for girls who can make a difference with whatever
They have.
Yeah, whatever they
Yeah.
have. So I think this is a very, very good thing. I really admire you for that.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that's it. Thank you for
Thank you so much.
coming on my show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.